You know where I was at?
I didn't know.
Huh?
I see. Go to the other car.
So like,
Right. Video. Right.
you got a sweatsuit on?
Yeah, you got sweatsuit on. Well, unlock the door.
God dang.
Bro, you came earlier. You said 10 o'clock.
So with him.
Yo, what you doing? What's wrong with you? He was good.
So like, what's up, everybody? It's the boy Ken Roc, No Fully Zone Life Coach Roc. I'm here. Welcome everybody to the first ever episode of Welcome Home Roc, the docu-series based on my reentry back into society. First and foremost, I just wanted to give everybody a brief understanding on the reason why I was in prison. In 2006, it was a shootout that occurred in the Oxford Circle section of Philadelphia. Once the cops came to the location, they ran into the house. Once they ran into the house, they ran across 61 kilograms of cocaine, $176,000 in cash, a few handguns, and a half a pound of haze. Within that house, they ran across an ID that I had addressed to my mother's house. Fingerprints was on the heat sealer, fingerprints was on the scale, and some more testimony that they used at trial. So these are the facts that led me to get found guilty in trial for this case, as well as receive a term of 20 years to do in prison. I had a plea deal at the time. I could have took a plea for 25 years, or I could have, involved others in the situation and got 5 years. Me and my two co-defendants decided to go to trial, as we were supposed to. I believe, you know what I mean, because I believe that whatever you do in life, you stand on what you do. And sometimes it's going to affect you negatively, and more times than not, it's going to affect your loved ones negatively. So I don't believe in getting into a situation and involving other people in my situation just because the bullet hit me. So that's just my belief. I believe a man should stand on what he stand on, and a woman should stand on what she stand on. And that's just that in a nutshell. Lo and behold, I was sent to serve a term of 20 years. I wound up beating a 924C, which is the guns, the threat of a drug trafficking, as well as the convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which would have got me another at least 10 to 15 years. So my 20 years was a blessing, so I carried it that way. While in prison, I believe that I grew mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. I tapped into my religion, Islam. I tapped into my culture as a black man in this world. I tapped into my family lineage to understand and grew strength from my grandfathers and things like that, who did things that was remarkable. So this all instilled in me the confidence to go forth with my battle through that incarceration. I also earned my certification in life coaching through the Institute of Life Coach Training. I earned my Offender Workforce Development Specialist through the State University of New York, Fredonia. I taught over 2,500 hours worth of classes on parenting, African American history, all other cognitive behavioral awareness classes such as goal setting and conditioning and things of that nature, which leads me to this docu-series on Welcome Home Roc. The whole thing of this docu-series is going to be based on not just my physical me physically coming home, but also me mentally coming home, spiritually coming home, emotionally coming home. And my goal is to share with you these experiences so you can understand your family members or your loved ones when they're coming home, or you may be able to understand yourself because you just may be coming home or have came home from prison because it's an inhumane situation. So this is the goal of this docu-series, is to educate me and educate you, educate us as a whole, so we could just get better, understand exactly what's going on with us. So once again, I'd like to welcome you all here. I'm not going to take up too much time right now. Just ride with me. Please be patient with me. I'm learning how to do all this on the fly. So let's go. Welcome Home Roc. It's on. invite y'all all to subscribe to this channel, Supervisor. You know how to get out of this joint.
Sick right there, you talking to me. I'm at the punch on that. Sickle.
My youngest son wasn't even born when I first got booked. My middle son was all but 5 months years old, and my oldest son was 5 years old when I first got locked up. Came home from prison. He was 20 years old, 16 years old, and 15 years old. And the most important part of my reentry is being a good father to them.
With your pop, like while he was behind the wall and everything like that, like what kind of struggles did you go through? Like what was it like? Like,
yeah. So he got booked when I was like in kindergarten. So you know how that took a toll on me. I could say I was a good kid coming up and everything like that, but you know like everybody need their father in their life and stuff like that.
Okay.
So middle school and stuff, I ain't gonna lie. Like I ain't really had a role. I was with my pop and stuff.
Was you mad at him?
He was hurt. God, listen, baby, listen.
I ain't gonna say that.
Listen.
You
can keep it real. I'm gonna tell you why,
you
right?
was kind of really like recall my emotions that I was going through like younger, but I wouldn't say I was mad at him, but like you know I needed him though.
Yeah,
like he still like like he was far away, but I still like close to him. He still give me calls, motivation, everything I needed to hear. He still try to give me like I used to always love basketball. I still love basketball and stuff, but he always used like I never got the chance to play AAU or nothing like that training camp. But he always like called one of his homies, buy me a basketball or something like that. That meant a lot to me growing up and stuff like that. But he used to send me like little posters and all that, Scotty Reynolds newspapers and stuff, stuff like that growing up. Yeah.
But you know how that phone call coming, he tell you like, yeah, son, I want you to do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? And you be feeling that mode like, but I wish you was here. Then you go outside and then somebody saying, come on, let's go take young boy bike right there. And you know you're popping in jail. Like that's a big whip. Like you mean?
Yeah. Definitely people in my community that had a bigger influence on me than him because he was overweight and stuff like that, like my friends and stuff. But
yeah, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. But now you got him back in your world now, so it's like, man, it's a blessing. You see mine right there. Like he was gonna go to Harvard. Like so, it's like, man, I tell people as parents, we don't get mad at y'all. We get angry, we get upset because we know we're stored inside y'all. You should know right from wrong. Mad, I'm gonna keep it real. That's my bitches. So when niggas be like, yo, you mad at me? Like, no, I ain't no bitch.
Yeah, I
I'm
never get mad at you.
Yeah, I can't. I can be angry with you, but I ain't
I
mad
just be
at
like,
you.
damn.
You know better, right?
Damn, like, come on, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah,
My son 9, I do that with him now. I be like,
no,
bro, what
mine's
you doing?
14.
So I always remember you always gonna talk about anything. I can tell people, man, you got your mom and your pop in your life, man. That's who you keep it real with. Like everybody else, fuck that. But mom and pop, they got your back. You did piece of shit, whatever. Like for real, when the world against you, mom and dad got you, homie.
One thing I can say about him, like he in college, you feel what I'm saying? He had every excuse to do the opposite. Like, you feel what I'm saying? He from Strawberry Man. He ain't from Peaches and Cream.
No doubt.
His first cousin's doing life. He lost his first cousin when he was 5. She was 5. She got killed. You know what I mean? A lot of things that he went through, and he made a decision to do the things he doing now.
Yeah.
So I commend him. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that he was doing in school was motivating me. So it was always integrity with me. Like,
right.
I can't
That's a
say
big word.
that.
That's a good word, right?
Yeah, I can't tell my son this. If I'm in here blowing weed in the bathroom, I can't. I be faking. You feel what I'm saying? So little things like that. And to the point where if anybody did the time with me, he did it with me.
And being as though, like you said, the things that he had in front of him, the opportunities that he chose not to take, you know what I'm saying? I want to ask him, now, those conversations with your dad when you said he was calling you and he might been grinding you up about certain things you ain't want to hear, whatever, right? But did those joints help though? Did at the end of the day, did them conversations play in your mind ever when you decided, you know what, I ain't gonna do that?
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, I never smoked. Like
that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that took a big part of me. Like I never smoked.
Never tried to like sell no drugs, never hustled or nothing like that.
I ain't gonna lie, opportunity definitely came. Like
of course
like,
it do.
I got homies like that's in that. They like, bro, you need like I don't be taking it.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah. So you mean you still had the influence. You mean
One of the things I used to tell his mom, right? His mom used to always be like, I be trying to tell him he ain't that, he ain't this, like, you know, streets time. But I used to always tell him, like, no, can't nobody on the corner tell you, you know the game. You done seen the up, you seen the down, you done been in jails all over this country. You done been, you know what a pill is, 2255 is. There are 2.7 million children of incarcerated parents, and my goal is to create a platform that will help and assist them to thrive despite their reality.